Welcome back, everybody, to another showcase. Yeah, so the last one was 2 weeks ago. A good few things have been adjusted, changed, tweaked, etc. So I just want to show those, but I also want to showcase one of the new armies, or one of the other armies, I should say, that will be released with the public playtest, which is the Fiends. So these guys, overtime damage, more strategic plays. I know I need to just tweak that messaging. I will. But for now, let's go. So Fiends are very unique. They are the very first army we're releasing that has what's called an army effect. So an army effect is just something that is applied to the army as an effect, as the name would suggest. But that means that for balancing purposes, the power budget of the unit typically will be lower for the given army if the army has an army effect. So in this case, it's acid pools. What happens is every couple of turns, an acid pool will spawn in a random empty area. And if you place a Fiend unit in an acid pool, then that Fiend unit is going to get +1 on all sides. And if an enemy places a unit in the acid pool, that unit will get -1 on all sides and a decayed stack. And we'll talk about decayed stack in a bit. So let's get started, I think. I have a good few units here. Oh yeah, we also added these little indicators here, which you cannot see very well yet. We'll probably adjust them a little bit, maybe not, I'm not sure. But the color just shows the tier of the unit. So green uncommon, green is common, blue is rare, purple is epic, and we have orange, which is legendary. So let's just start it. So I place it here. I get +1 on all sides. Now, okay, he captures my unit, right, with the 4 against my 1. An acid pool does spawn next to it, but it doesn't do that much for me at the moment, which is fine, to be honest. Which is fine. All of these units have what's called Venom, an ability where after attack, apply a decayed stack, right? So decayed, again, it just lose 1 on each side. But for that to happen, I need to not be able to capture the unit, right? So if you capture the unit, it does not get applied. But if you do capture the unit, it gets applied. So maybe we can do something here. So I'll apply that. You can see Decade was applied. Okay, so he placed Queen. If you don't remember, Berserk, after area captured, when an enemy unit is captured, apply Enrage to all surrounding units. And so you here have Enrage, which is gain +1 on each side, and surrounding just means all units within 1 range, including diagonally. But I do want to capture the Queen if I can, because it's a very good unit. Now, my problem is if I do capture now, they will capture it back very likely. And that's just not going to be great for me, to be honest. So maybe we will capture her later, or try to. Or maybe we just bait in. Let's do this. So I'll Venom this, and if I'm lucky, my enemy will, attack me from the top. So that means I have an in to capture this Queen from the left side if I get a unit that can capture this, right? I have good captures here though, so let's go here. All right. I don't know if I will have the chance to really do this. Maybe we can buy an item. Maybe. This is iron ore, or we can Titan's Edge, or Iron Blade, or Titan's Edge. Oh, I can Titan's Edge this, right? So I can do this. Titan's Edge applied, just gives +2 on the attacking side. So when we attack, we get +2 on this side, so we can capture the Queen. Great. Let's see, is there anything else we can do here? Tirunia Safeguard doesn't do that much for me here, I'll be honest. And then we have... Why is this glowing? It should not be glowing. That's a bug. Because I have nothing that I could combine with that. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Something to keep in mind. Okay, so this unit, the epic one, is Acidic Aftershock. When an enemy unit successfully defends this unit's attack, apply a decayed stack. which is pretty good. I could place it here, but I kind of want to place my legendary unit there, to be honest with you. So maybe we just try and capture here. I can also probably do that from this side. The question is, will I get the legendary units to place there, right? Okay, we got Kran Malakt. So and we have a very good spot. So this is an interesting unit. When you place him, he will apply rotting to all nearby enemies, which is all 4 sides if possible. And then on turn end, rotting enemies apply a decayed stack, and at 3 stacks, the unit is captured automatically. So after 3 turns, essentially, any unit with 3 decayed stacks is going to be captured. That has rotting on it, of course. And then when the unit is captured, it gets cleansed, and rotting is going to spread to a random uncleansed enemy, which is important. So yeah, rotting cannot just go back and forth between units. Once a unit is captured by rotting, it will not be able to spread to that unit again. And so now you can see it applied rotting to these 4. These have these little stacks as well on there, which signifies, so this guy has 2 stacks, right? Because it had a venom stack, or like a decayed stack applied from venom previously, which is cool. But yeah, like now we can just go ahead and place our units as we want to be fair. And yeah, if the unit is captured, then rotting is just going to spread automatically. So I can capture here. This guy gets cleansed, and then rotting spread onto this unit. And now we also have acidic aftershock applied to this guy, which again is a decayed stack essentially. So there's that. There's something in my shop. Okay, so now it disappeared, but I'm not sure why it was there. Okay, so we have Spirit Forge Frame. Apply binding protection to the captured unit. So binding protection is just if you captured a unit with a unit that has this equipped, then the unit that you captured cannot be captured in the next turn. That's pretty much it. It's a strategic item, which we don't really need to use here. I'm just gonna go ahead and capture here. So, okay, now the stacks we are cashing out. Okay, so rotting spread here. This guy gets captured. Rotting gets spread. This guy gets captured. Of course, the queen keeps going on for each capture with Berserk. And there you go. And now these guys are rotting, and this guy is rotting, right? And I am 10-10. And so in 3 turns, these guys will be captured. So that's pretty good, I would say. We can capture here. And you can see that the acid pools, right? Like as the game goes on, there are more and more pools on the board. So it becomes like this army is essentially designed around over time, you're going to get stronger. But yeah. And of course, if you're playing against this one, then you might want to just like avoid being blighted by Kran Malakt and stuff like that. But it seems like we're getting to the end of this. Okay, all of a sudden, the tables have turned. I only have 1 unit here. I can maybe look at capturing this one. Actually, I can by just doing this. And there you go. That was Bach Fiends. So yeah, I think that was pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you did. Yeah, this is gonna be the end screen, right? We still need to do like a little bit of graying out or darkening out the background when this comes up. But, you know, things are looking up. A few things have come out from just doing a lot of manual testing with the rest of the team. So we're fixing those. We're going to get this game state into a very polished state as much as we can, right, before the release. But yeah, if you're interested, maybe join the Discord channel. You know, I'm always there. I can answer questions if you have any. Let me know. The game is going to be completely free. No loot boxes, no pay to win, just cosmetics. That's it. Thank you. Bye.